Hello, I'm Richard Raffan. In this video I'm going to show you how to find center on a blank and also on the end of a square. When you mount a block like this between centers, you need to know where center is, so that where the center of the block is, so that it's mounted accurately on the lathe. And the way to do that is to draw the diagonals. It's a bit rough, this end. I've already done one at the other end, so that goes, oops, I'll do it this way around, so that when I show you how to check this, we get a better mark. So that will now spin fairly accurately on the lathe, and if you want to check it, you can hold a pencil up to the blank and just revolve the blank just between centers, and then tighten it up so that when you turn the lathe on, you know it's going to run true. Now if you're doing that with a branch, should we say, something a little more eccentric, you've almost just got to kind of eyeball it and then put that on the lathe, and to check you again use the pencil trick, and you can see how far out the circle is, and then move it in relation to where the circle is. Now this would be much easier if it was cut straight across. Another way of finding center is to use a center finder. Now this is Perspex, which and something which I made up, basically drawing a number of circles, and then I can pick the circle I have and arrange that on there. And in fact I've already done this, and there's a little hole at the center, and in this case I used a center punch, which just drives the hole in, and that makes it easier to mount it on the lathe. There's somewhere for the spike to go, and then this comes up. Oops, and away we go. Whenever I cut out blanks, I mark them out with a pair of dividers, and that means that I get a scribed line, which might not be quite as easy to look at, to find as a pencil line, but this point doesn't break, unlike a pencil lead. But the main benefit is that I have a point at center. To find center on a blank where there is no center mark, because a lot of blanks are cut out using discs, I've set the dividers to about where center is, and then I hold the point and scribe a mark, which is a little bit difficult to see here. A little bit difficult for me, so it's got to be difficult for the camera. Another one there, and another one. And so with 3 or 4 marks you'll end up, in this case I end up with one there, and one there, and so that looks to be pretty much the center. And I can then check it with dividers, the opened out, so it looks as though it's just slightly, yeah, somewhere in there will be, in that little square, will be accurate enough. Now much easier than that is to use my template, which is actually for laying out other things, the feet on my tripod bowls, but here I can, this is almost the right size for this blank, and I get it pretty well right there. And in fact, in this case, I find the hole I've made is, or the line is dead center, so that's good. On a smaller blank, there, little pencil with a long lead, and that is the middle. And then I generally mark that with a little kind of arrow so I know where to look for it when I come to drill a hole for the screw chuck. Now there are other ways of finding center. You can buy center finders. I don't have one. I've always found that's good enough, and I tend to like to try and use my eye, and I find the more you practice using your eye, the better you get at it. Let's see where I am on this occasion. Oh, it's pretty good, pretty good. Right, so I'll just check that with the dividers as well. Circle just inside what I have. Right, I'm a little bit out. Just come over that way. To center on this one is there. And I find that generally finds me center pretty efficiently. So that's it.